Is it just me, or does NBA action get better and better with each passing week? This season, it seems like every team has a chance to win it all. The Chicago Bulls are looking incredibly promising. The Phoenix Suns are on a mission with their winning streak. Kevin Durant is leading the Brooklyn Nets, getting MVP-worthy stats. And the red-hot Golden State Warriors are scary good as of now. Another surprisingly solid team this year is the Los Angeles Clippers. Even without their first-option superstar Kawhi Leonard, Paul George is carrying the team on his back, putting up outstanding numbers. On the other hand, the young Dallas Mavericks team has solidified their spot in the middle of the NBA team standings, and all they might need is another superstar. And tonight, we will talk about a possible trade that might help both teams thrive. We are going to discuss a Kyrie Irving to the Dallas Mavericks trade. Also, I would really like to hear your opinion, as I'm very curious about what you, my dear subscribers, NBA fans, and just passing by viewers, think about the league's future. Now grab some snacks, get yourself comfortable, and enjoy this video. But before that, smash that like button, subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already, and hit that notification bell to get updates on our latest NBA content. Let's keep rolling. Currently, there is no franchise in the Eastern Conference with a better record than the Brooklyn Nets, who are rocking a 15-6 win-loss record. The squad has been headed by its NBA superstar combo of Kevin Durant and James Harden, despite Harden's sluggish start to the season. It seems like the Beard is on his way to returning to the superstar level of play. The Nets have managed to win without Kyrie Irving, who has yet to play in a regular season game this season due to his failure to comply with the New York City mandate rules. With the mounting worry over the new strain of illness, there is some cause to ask whether the Nets should be more inclined to trade away Irving before New York City announces their plan to uphold the present mandate for a longer period of time. Not only is Irving's trade worth in jeopardy, but so is the Nets' ability to assemble the components of a possible championship team. To say the least, waiting to act might be troublesome. However, let's try to answer some of the most important questions regarding this possible trade. Should the Mavs trade for Kyrie Irving? Kyrie Irving is a great player, there's no doubt about it, and game-wise, his style might complement the Dallas Mavericks' current strategy, so things can work by the looks of it. Sure, a player of Irving's level won't be cheap for sure, and might be too pricey even for a bigger market team like the Mavs, but it's not that simple. Due to his decreased trade value and the Nets' current situation where they can't replace Kyrie with other players due to financial restrictions, Dallas's franchise may actually try to acquire Kyrie. Another thing is that after a couple of years, we can finally say that the Luka Doncic-Kristaps Porzingis duo isn't quite working as well as we all thought it would. So it might be the right time for the Dallas Mavericks to take another approach. Should the Nets take the offer? This one is a very difficult question to answer, as we have no clue what Kyrie's true stance is regarding playing NBA basketball at all. Another thing is that Irving might not be a fan of playing for a team that is not the Nets. After all, Kyrie Irving has ties with Kevin Durant and is a New Jersey native, which might be an important factor in choosing a team to play for. However, as I have previously said, we don't know for sure what the Nets and Kyrie's actual stances are, so there is still a chance that the Brooklyn squad is considering trading away the point guard. Not only do some NBA fans think that, but an American sports television personality and sports radio talk show host Nick Wright believes it too. On FS1's First Thing First, Nick Wright expressed his opinion on this trade scenario. Am I crazy for saying the Nets have no choice but to trade Kyrie? His contract is up after this year. This is their only chance to get something for him. I really think Kyrie for Kristaps works. While I do not completely agree with Nick, I still think that he is right to some extent. Not only is Irving not eligible to play with the Nets at the moment, but he also hasn't signed an extension yet, which might be an indicator of the team's doubts about whether to reacquire Kyrie or not. And by choosing to trade away Kyrie, they might get valuable players who may not fill the void made by Irving's absence, but who at least can help the team straight away. Okay, we have covered some of the most obvious questions around this trade, and now let's take a look at the player package itself. The Brooklyn Nets receive PF Kristaps Porzingis and PG Jalen Brunson. Dallas Mavericks receive PG Kyrie Irving and PF Day'Ron Sharpe. According to Bleacher Report's Greg Swartz, who came up with this trade package, Kyrie Irving and Daron Sharp would be heading to the Dallas Mavericks, while Kristaps Porzingis and Jalen Brunson would be heading to the Brooklyn Nets in return. With the vaccination requirement aspect being a component in any Irving deal, the Dallas squad should be sure that the situation in the state won't change and mandates won't be implemented to destroy Irving's value. Would Kristaps Porzingis and Jalen Brunson be enough to bring Kyrie Irving to the Dallas Mavs? No way. However, we don't have any other options. With his better performance since returning from lower back pain, there is a lot more hope around Porzingis in Dallas. So far, in 14 games played with the Mavs, he has averaged 19.6 points, 7.9 rebounds, and 1.9 assists while shooting 45% from the field, 31.2% from deep, and 87.3% from the line. Jalen Brunson, on the other hand, is in the midst of a career year for the Mavericks, averaging 14.5 points, 4.2 rebounds, and 5.0 assists on a 48.6% field goal percentage, with 32.8% coming from long range. Would the Mavericks be willing to deal with Porzingis and Brunson in return for Irving, knowing how weak the supporting cast behind Luka Doncic is? Many people are aware that there is a risk involved with Irving, and they are right to some extent. Kyrie is not the type of player you can put on any team and things will work out. Maybe Luka would give Kyrie leadership over the team, or maybe it's not possible, knowing Doncic's super competitive attitude. But what about the Brooklyn Nets? Along with Kevin Durant and James Harden, Kristaps would provide the Nets with a quality third option, capable of scoring from outside the arc or inside while also providing solid rim protection. He'd fit in well with this bunch, giving them a definite starting power forward or center. Aside from injuries, the most significant reason for Brooklyn's failure in last year's playoffs was their inability to stop Giannis Antetokounmpo, who had a fantastic 7-game series. Although the Nets have a slew of guys to go after the Greek Freak this year, including Blake Griffin, LaMarcus Aldridge, Nicholas Claxton, and Paul Millsap, a player like Porzingis would be a huge boost. Yes, he is not a very good defender. Still, the 7'3" Porzingis would provide the Nets with a large body to hurl at Antetokounmpo in an attempt to slow him down during a hypothetical playoff series. Brunson would also be an excellent addition to this package since he is far from a throw-in after finishing 4th in the 2020-21 Sixth Man of the Year pool. He is actually one of the league's finest backups, and the Nets could theoretically start Brunson or bench him to play behind Patty Mills, giving them a dangerous 1-2 punch at point guard. So, I would like to hear your opinion on this potential trade and what you think about it. Do you think that Kyrie is a great fit for the Dallas Mavericks? Can Kristaps be a part of the Nets? Would you like to see those teams in action? Tell us what you think in the comments down below. And once again, make sure to leave a like on this video and hit that subscribe button to catch up with the best NBA content. If you like this video, make sure to watch my other videos about recent NBA news. Thank you for watching.